Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a fictional tale that, while made up, echoes some truly profound questions about society, neglect, and the human spirit. Get ready to journey with me to Greyhaven, a name that perfectly conjures the mood of this northern English town, where our story begins on May 26, 1957, with the birth of a girl named Mara Wren. Imagine Greyhaven, not the picturesque postcard kind of town, but one forged from industry. Its alleys grimy, its air often thick with the scent of sea and soot. It's in this backdrop that Mara's early life unfolded. Her home, tragically, was no sanctuary. Instead, it was a fractured place, a chaotic tapestry woven with threads of neglect and, sadly, cruelty. Mara's existence, it seems, was barely acknowledged by the very people who were meant to cherish and protect her. Can you imagine growing up feeling unseen, unloved, wandering the edges of a world that, at every turn, seemed to reject you? It's a heartbreaking thought, a stark reality for so many, and for Mara, it was her every day. As she edged closer to her 11th birthday in 1968, the already muted light of Greyhaven seemed to dim even further. A chilling tragedy struck the town. A 4-year-old boy, innocent and small, was found lifeless in the overgrown lots near the town's rusted shipyards. His tiny form, still in the evening chill, sent shivers down the spine of every parent, every resident. Initially, there were whispers of an accident, a terrible mishap, but those whispers quickly morphed into a growing dread when, just 2 short months later, another child, a 3-year-old boy, met a similar, tragic fate. This time, the discovery was made in the shadow of a crumbling tenement, another symbol of the town's struggle. Greyhaven reeled. Its heart, already heavy with the burdens of everyday life, now ached with profound questions. How could this happen? Why here? The news of these devastating losses rippled far beyond the borders of Greyhaven, etching fear deep into the collective mind of the community. A pervasive sense of unease settled, and everyone looked for answers, for someone to explain the inexplicable. And then, the unthinkable happened. Mara, barely a child herself, still grappling with her own difficult world, was shockingly swept into the storm of suspicion. It's hard to imagine the weight of that accusation on such young shoulders. By late 1968, authorities brought her before a court. The atmosphere must have been thick with tension, with disbelief, as the weight of her alleged actions began to unravel. Convicted of manslaughter, her childhood, already so fragile, was now traded for years behind locked doors. She was confined to a youth facility, a place far removed from the warmth and freedom every child deserves. The world debated, news traveled, and people everywhere grappled with the same agonizing question. How could a child, so young, become a vessel for such darkness? It challenged every assumption about innocence, about childhood. It made people look closer at the societal cracks, at the unseen factors that shape a life. This wasn't just a story about Greyhaven. It was a mirror reflecting deeper societal anxieties and failures. More than 11 long years passed. Can you picture Mara, growing up within those walls? Her childhood, her teenage years, the formative moments of her early 20s, all spent in confinement. But then, a new chapter. In the dawn of May 1980, Mara, now 23, stepped out. She was no longer Mara Wren in the eyes of the public. Granted a new name and a veil of anonymity, she was released with the explicit understanding that she would forge a path elsewhere, slipping quietly into the anonymity of a new town, a new life far from the lingering shadows of Greyhaven. But for Greyhaven, the scars lingered. The memory of those tragic events, the question marks, the fear, remained a quiet, ever-present reminder. It became a somber testament to the fragility of innocence and, perhaps more poignantly, to the shadows that can grow, slowly and insidiously, in a heart that has known profound neglect. Mara's story, though she was gone, continued to be whispered in hushed tones throughout the town. It became a cautionary echo, a stark and haunting question. What might have been, had someone truly seen her, truly reached out, before the darkness took hold? It asks us to consider the crucial role of compassion, connection, and intervention in the lives of every child. This fictional tale, The Shadowed Path, leaves us with so much to ponder. It reminds us that every story has layers, and sometimes, the most challenging narratives reveal the deepest truths about our shared humanity and our collective responsibility. It prompts us to look around, to notice those on the edges, and to ask ourselves, how can we foster communities where every individual feels seen, valued, and protected? It's a powerful thought, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into Greyhaven. I hope this story has resonated with you and sparked some important reflections. If you enjoyed this kind of deep dive into fictional narratives, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more thought-provoking content. Your support means the world. See you in the next one.